So I'm going to start this video off by showing you guys part of rally party we did a couple of days ago. This isn't like a huge one, it's only 9 or 10 rallies. I can't actually say our target's name out loud because YouTube will demonetize the video. But yeah, you can see what it is, you can read it, I don't need to say it. This player is a 400 million mite reinforcement trap. And FSZ family have a lot of these accounts. So they just sit with no anti-scout, they have between 6 to 9 million troops. And they get frontline reinforcements and they're able to eat 1 or 2 rallies. And the players there probably share logins and they have each other's phone numbers. So if we do try and rally them, we can never catch them offline. But we're just going to try and hit this guy with 9 rallies anyway. This player did end up porting away because obviously they can't take 9 rallies at that might. And then after they did port away and we cancelled the rallies, another FSC player came into global chat and said something like, "Why don't you try hitting me instead?" Now this player went by the name of Toxic X Lush and they were about 700 million might. I say were because they're about 400 million might now. I don't know this for sure, but I'm going to assume that the rain trap we were rallying is her alt account, purely because the names are similar. Like I said, I don't know this for sure. So when an online big might player asks you to rally them, you know, you get those kind of people all the time. So you just roll your eyes and move on with your day, don't you? Well, we actually came back a few hours later and zeroed this player whilst they were offline with anti-scout up. Now this happened while I was asleep, so I don't have a recording, but this player did post all of the battle reports in a line post she made later, so we are going to go through that real quick. I can't remember her exact might, this is a couple of days later after she's got her leader back, but she had about 25 million troops and was in range wedge. She did have monster gear on, so not war gear. The first 4 rallies are leaderless. We did know they were in a range formation, but range wedge is actually the most difficult formation in the game to zero because of how the troops line up in the battle. Like I said, I was offline then, so I'm going to have to guess what each rally leader sent based off the formations they sent their troops in on the battle report. So after 4 leaderless rallies, Prophecy from XX comes in with a real range rally, and full range is the best counter for range wedge. So that rally does a lot of damage. Krolek from XIX hits next with infantry, which takes out another 3.3 million troops. Krolek and Prophecy both use Bunny to get their leaders back, and then Prophecy hits again with range for another 3.3 million. This is followed by Ability hitting him again, taking him down to under 10 million troops. I think Ability also hit with range. There's almost no range and very little cav left, so Krolek is able to burn him on the next hit with a cav rally. And then that's followed by another cav hit from NPS, which only kills about 1.5 mil, so it's a bit weaker, but he still walked back. With almost all 1 troop type left, Chick and Krolek are able to hit him again with cav and do a ton of damage, which basically zeroes her out. That's 25 million troops zeroed with anti-scout, guys. Even though I didn't have the recording, because I was able to get all of the battle reports, even the ones that were capped, I just wanted to go through the zero step by step with you guys to show you exactly kind of like what would have happened if I had been recording. So the sex target started at around 750 million might. They were in gathering gear, I think that's gathering gear, right? And they didn't have anti-scout. We're going to look at the comp in a sec. They're in infantry phalanx, so we're going to start hitting them with leaderless cav rallies. The first leaderless cav rally hits, kills about 1.9 million T2. Now that's a good drop, because most of the time when you're hitting something with leaderless rallies, you're only going to kill 700 to 1 million troops. So if you can hit a target for that much with a T4, T2 leaderless rally, you know you've got a good target right there, because they're not in gear and they're probably not in war talents either. Big Daddy E, the immortal worthy prince burner, is going to hit next and kill another 1.6 million troops. And Nash has gone ahead and started another leaderless cav rally, and GBM are going to do the same again, just to chip away at that front line, because we don't want to send leaders and realise that this guy is actually online and just waiting to cap us. His troop comp is actually very good, which is surprising, because normally if you get that kind of drop on a leaderless rally, you're looking at a heavy T3 comp. But no, he's got 2 million of each T4, he probably had 5 million of each T2, we've killed some of the infantry now, and there's only a minimal amount of T3. But if you looked at his war heroes, they were trash, so that's why he's taking so much damage. Nash hits again, kills another 1.9 million troops, At this point, we're kind of satisfied that this guy is offline. He's probably got notification turned off, or he's not near his phone, so his guildmates aren't going to be able to reach him. No one's logged into his account yet, so it's safe to start hitting him with our leaders. The plan was we would hit with Cav and take away the last of the front line. GBM would come in second with range, obviously to get that burn now that there's no infantry left. When you're hitting this kind of troop composition, especially with this high amount of T4, you don't really expect them to burn until you're through the first line of troops, but Nash does actually burn this guy with cavalry and walks back with siege, and GBM get a massive hit next. Rap's not wasting any time, he immediately starts another range rally, but as you can see, when I scout him again, he has pretty much no cavalry left. GBM killed all of it. Unfortunately for us, our next rally is going to kind of suck, because our range will have to kill his entire 1 million infantry reinforcements and only has a small amount of cavalry left to kill. Then it has to march up the battlefield before it can start engaging the other player's range. GBM set infantry because he knew that our rally was going to hit first and kill all his reinforcements and any remaining cavalry has left. So our range rally is going to hit now, and like I said, damage kind of sucks here, but it's still decent hit, still a burn. Nash immediately sets with infantry afterwards, just in case GBM's rally doesn't kill enough troops to be able to start soloing him at the end, but because they have set infantry, there isn't going to be much left after their rally. Big Daddy comes in with those same infantry stats that burned Worthy Prince and takes him down another 106 million might. Now after that rally, there's just siege left, which means it could have been bigger, but the guy just ran out of range troops. It'd be great if someone in the comment section could tell me why this guy has so much siege. Doesn't need that much, it's just unnecessary. And I'm going to go ahead and solo that down right now. Everyone was kind of rushing to solo him down because CT2 had a rally marching, trying to save his leader. Unfortunately for them, they don't get there in time. I don't even get there in time. I, once again, waste a bunch of boots and get no kills. I'm going to go through the GBM reports now, and Big Daddy hits him for over 100 million might on both hits, which is massive, guys. We're going to finish the video off by going through the impossible burn that Nash did earlier, which is probably down to the guy's terrible wall heroes, but nevertheless it was a very impressive burn, because you, like I said, you don't expect that kind of composition to be burned on cavalry rally. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, thanks for watching and see you next time.
Against the system. Taking a stand, this wasn't enough. We the people expect time to change the world for us. Living in a fantasy, taking everything away from me. Waiting to watch the world burn.